from the soul with it. Yeah.
The ultimate goal is to feed entertainment. Like now, it's just like entertainment. That's what they write. They probably go into like some board meeting, and entertainment is how we control the masses. You know, the people. This is the way, and it's to make sure we can keep the people as ignorant as possible. And being ignorant don't necessarily mean like, well, World Star is kind of like a example of ignorance, but it doesn't necessarily mean like go outside and just go rob a bank or just go out. You on a bus, you chilling on a bus, and then somebody get on the bus and like, hey, motherfucker, I do that, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily like what I'm talking about. What I mean is like ignorance is someone who's it's different levels. You know, let's say if you got a job, you grew up with these people, the people you grew up with, or your younger cousin, and you trying to show them, hey, look, bro, like you don't need to be in those streets. You either gonna end up dead or in jail. But they can't see past that. They can't see past the street life. They don't see past, you know, the lifestyle, the fast money. They don't see past that. They don't see further down the road to where they may not be in a comfortable, a great position. You know, you were able to, hey, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna get out of there, right? You mastered that level that they were at, that level that they at. They're still there. They're still in the same neighborhood, still doing the same things. So you mastered that level. You done went up just a little bit more. You know, and that's just like with high school. You go up to different levels, or you know, from it's like levels from elementary, middle school to high school, and you go up to different levels, right? And it's the same concept. You go up to another level. You know, you don't already mastered that level. They still there doing the same exact thing, still gossiping, doing that, right? So now that you at this next level, you got a job and you're doing good for yourself. So now it's another level above you, and there's still levels up, right? So this person that's up here is trying to be an entrepreneur, or they're trying to go to school. Let's just say they're trying to be an entrepreneur. They're trying to follow their dreams, and they're trying to build a business and do that. So now they're trying to convince this person that's working that job, hey, you don't need to be working there. The corporation, they're going to work you, and you can be your own boss. You can do this, you can do that, and they could be like they could stay ignorant, just like the person that they were down there with when they was trying to help them, and they didn't want to let that the same way that person don't want to listen. They still want to stay there. Is the same way that person who's trying to build a business and the person that's trying to help that person who has a job, they're trying to help them, but they don't want to listen either. So now it's levels. You get what I'm saying? It's levels. So that's another form of ignorance. You know, hey man, look man, women are, like a lot of times women, they like to be told, you're right, you're right, you're right. Yeah, that's true, that's right, that's true. Now everybody's right all the time. That's a false reality. You're right, you're right, you're right. Oh yeah, you're right, you're right. Hey man, yeah girl, you right, that's true, that's true. Oh man, that's true. Yeah, girl, that's true. You know, but some that's just not realistic, not always right. We're wrong a lot of times. And I know that I'm wrong a lot of times. But when you say, man, I don't want to hear that, that's when you become ignorant. Oh, I already know it. You ain't got to tell me that. I already know. When you're trying to help, hey, man, you should do this, man. You should leave those secrets. Oh, man, I don't care about it. It's that ignorance, just levels. Levels. You know, that's another form of ignorance to me because they don't want to excel. They don't want to go to, or they don't want to open their mind up to go to another level. So they just be like, man, I don't care about that. Now things is just like common sense to see what's going on around you, right? But it's like, all right, like for example, I played this song. This is to go to show you how much control and power that they have over us, right? Now I played this song. It's the Rihanna song, and it's the well, my sister, for example, right? This is how they do. They control you, right? It was the nerd the Rihanna song, the Nerd and Rihanna song. I get it how I live. I get it how whatever that song is, right? That new song. I played that song for my sister, right? A couple of weeks ago. She didn't care about the song. She thought that, she didn't care. It didn't catch her eye at that moment. And even if I play certain songs like Hotline Bling or different songs in the radio, they'd be like, man, I don't want to hear that, bro. That's whack. I don't want to hear that. But they will listen to a song that they're already familiar with and that they done heard 50 million times. So she comes back and she's playing that song and she's enjoying it now. Now it's she's feeling it like she's like, oh man, I love this song, blah blah blah. But when I was playing it for you a couple days ago, you didn't like it. But now you like it now that they've put it on the radio and showed you a million times. It's called a radio program. Their program is a program. And the same thing with the television program, you know. So that would make you think, shouldn't it make you sit back and think like, okay, well, hey, like, if I didn't like this song a couple weeks ago, and now that I've heard it on the radio all the time, and this person like it now, and that person like it now, and that person, am I being controlled like this all the time? And then you have to sit and you will say, okay, why do I get up every morning, check my phone, get up every morning, check this site, the gossip site, this site, that site. I can't put my phone down. I can't spend time with my family. What's the problem here? What's going on? Am I being controlled? That's what you start to think. You start to say, okay, man, what's going on here? Right? And that's what the entertainment for is for a distraction. To distract you and to control you, to be like, hey, you know what? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Another story is from my sister. Shout out to my sister. She said they were listening to a song. Her and her friend was listening to a song one day. And as they were listening to this song, someone said something about, yeah, like you learn how to be a hoe from your mother or something like that. Or your mother did this. But they had it on a nice beat. And my sister, she heard that. Like she heard it. She was like, oh, like, hold up. So she brought it back. She said, hey, bro, did you hear that? Like she was in the car with the another female, her friend. And the girl, she said, she stopped the record. It was like, oh, did you hear that? Like, what did you just call? They just called us said this. And the girl said, you know what? I didn't even pay attention to that. Right? So she was like, this is what they putting into the music nowadays. So just imagine if it was just that little song that you caught on to. Just imagine all the other songs that's out there right now that has nothing to do with your day-to-day life. You see what I'm saying? Like, what if I'm sitting down? Like, remember what Tupac said? You just bobbing your head. You don't even care what the song's about. You just bobbing your head. And did you need to peep it? See, that's some real. If that's some real shit, right? Because I mean, come on, bro. Like, just analyze. Like, you have to start to analyze for a moment. Like, all this entertainment is just a lot of entertainment, and now it's creating this false reality that we're supposed to be living. And they had conditioned us previously with the things that they were putting out. They were conditioning us. The Molly Percocet, whoop, Percocet, never chase a check, never dip, 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 dip. That's not for now, bro. That's for your kids in the future to keep them dumbed down. They not nigga. They don't care. This generation, they got them. See, they done bought Lil Wayne in. They done bought Lil Wayne in for the newer generation, for the Kodak Blacks, for the newer guys. For what's going on now, they brought Lil Wayne in for that. For the Marley and the Percocets. He conditioned us. Lil Wayne was he was the one that we used. And then we brought Drake in to make him all emotional and softer. And now it's just going to be this domino effect. We get other artists as well. And that's how it's just going to be a domino effect from that point on. So they're going to say, all right, we're going to use this female artist. Then we're going to have a rap about things that you're going through. Like, now I'm going to finish this off right here. Let's look at Lauryn Hill, for example, right? And for those who know who Lauryn Hill, know where I'm going with this, right? Lauryn Hill was the last artist to me to, and this is what you have to use your brain, you have to actually analyze because they don't want you to do that. Because if you don't do that, they can't make money off you no more, or they can't keep you dumbed down because then you're going to start to ask questions. That's why Donald Trump is in office. He's a dictator. They're going to put a dictator in office to have a one world government to where we have to listen to them, and that's what they wanting to do. But as long as you stay ignorant and you keep and them, it's just a reflection of the world. Like social media, they use world star hip hop. They put ignorance right there in front of your face. That's what they keep doing. Put ignorance right in front of your face, and you keep going after it because you like it. Now that you giving them, now you showing them, hey, oh man, like it's really working, bro. Like it's really working. So they sit up there and they say, all right, well, shit, what my point was, what I was trying to get to. They sit there, there we go. They take an artist, a female artist, right, and they give her, they got a lot of these artists, female artists wearing fake breasts, big fake butts and stuff like that. And you had an artist like Lauryn Hill, right, who was so authentic. She sold her authenticity to the world. When you get up in the morning, you're not turned up every day. You don't want to turn up every day. You don't want to party every day. You Some days you get up, you be like, man, I'm not feeling it, bro. Like I'm not feeling it. You got days where you sad. You got days where you mad, and it used to be you had particular music for each of those moments. And that's what Lauryn Hill, her pain, her songs, the suffer that she was going through, everything that she was going through, she put into the music. And it's a million different people who feel that exact way in the world. You don't have no, these are blood issues. You don't have those every day. Like, really, like, you really got that? Like, just really think about, like, the stuff. Be like, oh, man, do I really got that, bro? I'm getting up and going to work every day. I'm struggling paying these bills. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Is that real to you? You just gotta sit and ask yourself, like, is that real to you, bro? Like, is this stuff real to you? The fake breasts and everything, bro. Now you feel like, oh, she got to get this fake butt in order to get this attention, this dude to get that. But let's look at Lauryn Hill for example. We're gonna go to Lauryn Hill for example. I'm gonna keep going. I don't care. Like I'm gonna just make this video as long as possible. I don't even care. Lauryn Hill, for example, she sold her authenticity to the world. Like I'm talking about sold her authenticity. She sold her realness, right? Every single pain, and even if somebody say, because that's what they do. Conspiracy theorists, they throw that crazy asterisk onto them, like, crazy. That way, that person be like, "Oh, that person crazy." Because if you just think someone crazy, you're not even gonna want to listen to what they say. That automatically just give them a red flag. Nope, you crazy. I don't want to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? So Lauryn Hill, they gave her, oh, you got taxes, blah blah. Blah. What the hell that have to do with the message that she's trying to get across? You see what I'm saying? You see how they want to put that red flag on that person to just tear their legacy off and destroy their message. It's a distraction. It's just like the entertainment. It's a distraction from the truth. That's what they want to do. Distract you from the truth. That's all. So they put Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill say, you know what? I'm gonna put out a record. And when Lauryn Hill puts out these great records coming from a real place to soul relationships, let's say hypothetical, she might have been going through a marriage, a divorce, infidelity. She could have been going through uh, abortion, going to work, getting off work, mothers, issues with your parents, the family, everything. She rapped about those things. She put her soul into the music, right? And by her putting her soul into it, everybody attached onto it because it was coming from a real place. She didn't. Lauryn Hill didn't. She was natural, right? Natural. No fake breasts. No fake butt. No, none of this. No plastic surgery, none of that. All authentic, real. And this is what she put out to the public. Said, here, take this, real. Got it. And they ate it because they went through they were those stories that she was telling, they were going through it too. So now, how can we convert people to distract them from the truth? And this is how we do it. And this is how we can get more single black mothers. We don't want Lauryn Hill. We don't want Lauryn Hill to. Why would we want Lauryn Hill telling the truth? That will hurt what we're trying to do.
Look, straight from the soul with it.